Hi everyone, welcome to Season 3, Week 3 of the Altos Juice Frogs Teambuilder Dynasty. And this week we are starting a new season and we're going to be taking on the Utah Utes, our arch rival. Given how last season ended disastrously, we want to get the bad taste out of our mouth as soon as possible in the new season, but it's going to be tough to do that against our arch rival and nemesis Utah Utes. And first play of the game, we are already sacked. So now second and 18, Freeman drops back the pass. He's got Cunningham. Nice job getting out of a tough situation. Willie is pumped. Willie is optimistic for the new season. And we got a big first down. Now, if you guys watched the other videos, you'll know that Utah destroyed us the last 2 years. So we are really looking to take it to them this game. So we are up 7-0 with a nice touchdown to BJ Kelly, our transfer from Oregon, who's going to be our star receiver this year. And Brown on the interception, right on the ensuing play on Utah's first drive. So we get the ball right back with a chance to add to our lead. But on third down, we overthrow BJ Kelly. But probably a good thing since it might have been picked. So now fourth down, we got to go for it with that position on the field. But unfortunately, Kazi is not able to keep going after he catches the ball. He falls down short of the first down marker, so Utah takes over, and we were not able to capitalize on their turnover, which is critical because if you guys remember from watching the other games, we were up 7-0 on Utah last year too. And here Utah, they got a deep ball, and their receiver just outran our cornerback and basically exposed our defensive backs for the difference in quality of the players. But here we come right back, and Kazi's got it on an audible bunch route, and he's got a huge first down. So now a play later is second down, and it's intercepted. Terrible decision on my part. We had a man wide open. Kazi doesn't have 90-90 speed, so he's not able to catch them, and Utah takes it into the end zone. So sure enough, like I said, we were up 7-0 on Utah last year before everything went downhill. I hope that doesn't happen again this year. But here we got to BJ Kelly, our star player, and he's going to take it all the way to the end zone. So it's 14-14. So far, it's already different from last year. We are able to bounce back with tenacity after letting Utah score 14 straight. Unlike last year, once Utah started scoring, they just completely dominated the game. So now second and 3, it's a play action. They get out to the running back coming out of the backfield. Nice catch there, and they get a first down. This time they do hand it to the running back. He shakes off the defender, uses a stiff arm, gets a 15-yard run. And then this time, wow, what a catch, staying bounced to get another 15 yards. And Utah is just showing right here they have much better quality players than we do. And there's not much we can do, except that this year I think is definitely our year. We have 3 players rated in the 90s. We have Cunningham, we have Norton, the punter, and we have Bridges, the free safety, all rated in the 90s. So we have a really strong team. And if we can't get to 3 stars this year, then I don't think we ever can. And as you guys see, the Utah took it in from the 1-yard line. Not surprising there. So Utah is up 21-14. And we haven't really played that badly. And Utah is winning right now. Just that one interception. But here, BJ Kelly's got everyone beat. He's got 92 speed, 95 acceleration. That's going to be good enough on this play. And it's going to be 21-21. And we're only 2 minutes into the second quarter right now. We already have 42 points on the board. So this is a pretty ridiculous game. And it's going to be basically a heavyweight slugging match. Here on 3rd and 2, we stop Utah. Unbelievably, we jammed the receiver, but Utah wises up, goes for it on 4th and 1. Easy pitch and catch. Not much we can do. We have to stack the line, given that we knew that Utah had very good offensive linemen. They could easily run it down the middle. So Utah converts, gets their first down. Just the easy throw right there to Norwood, and he gets an easy first down. Not much our defenders could do on that play. This time Wilson drops past the pass. He has way too much time in the pocket. That's always a bad sign. Luckily, they only pick up 10. Usually when that happens, it's a touchdown. So now 1st and 10, they drop back the pass again. They got me in the back of the end zone, but Bridges has got it! Our superstar free safety, he's got it. One of our 3 players was 90 rating with a crucial interception. Now we're going deep. We got Kelly. He's got separation. And he's going to milk off some clock by not going into the end zone even though he could. So we milk off some clock. And then second and goal, we jam it in there. And somehow Cunningham spun into the end zone one play prematurely. I was hoping that they would stop him on the 1 inch line, but they didn't. So didn't want to take a chance given that it's Utah. So I figured just go in while we can. But unfortunately, that gives Utah half a minute left to go. And they are already near midfield. So just imagine what would happen if we gave him more time. And nice catch here by Scott on a 2-man under coverage. And Utah is just exposing the quality difference between their receivers and our cornerbacks. Now here they got Oliver, but luckily we drag him down before the first down, and with 3 seconds left, they are forced to kick a field goal. So now we start the second half. Utah gets the ball to start the third quarter, and now we're basically on this 3-4 point tilt. So Utah got a critical field goal, which may come in handy later in the game and may be the deciding factor. So now here, nice job by the quarterback to bump off 2 receivers. That was almost like Denard Robinson like in that game against Ohio State. Just bumps off 2 defenders to get in for another 10 yards. And Oliver just uses a stiff arm, uses his quality to get a touchdown. So now Utah is back up by 3. And here we continue to go on this 3-4 point tilt. And we got BJ Kelly again. He's wide open. Nice move. Good awareness to bend in when the ball is thrown in that direction. 30 inches, we pounded up the middle. And that's the difference this year. Cunningham is unstoppable at 91 overall. And he's just going to be able to run against these defenses, especially when we audible from a 5 wide into a run. The defense usually does not have the correct package to stop someone with the quality of Cunningham. So we go back up 35-31, and this is just a slugfest going back and forth. Even if we don't win this game, I think we have already put up the best effort of the dynasty against Utah. And here, my goodness, the tight end just keeping his balance, staying strong to get the first down when we thought we had a chance to stop them. So no, now Wilson drops back to pass. Way too much time. Just a simple catch there for another first down. Decided to give it to Oliver, and we cannot tackle the Utah players, and Oliver gets another 20 yards for a first down. Now, a couple plays later, it's 3rd and 10, crucial part of the game. Utah is already in field goal range. Wilson's got way too much time again. We just cannot get to the quarterback. And a huge throw here. That should have been picked off by Turner. I don't know why it's not picked off, but 2 guys with chances to pick it off. But unfortunately, Utah makes their field goal, so they're only down by 1 now. And on the ensuing drive, LaShawn Freeman is sacked on a 3rd and 19, bringing up a very dangerous situation since we cannot run off the clock. There's too much time on the clock. But we get the ball to Robertson coming over on the slant route. He uses his speed to beat the receiver and gets us a massive first down. Now with 2 minutes to go and a timeout remaining, we can't quite run out the clock. I had a man open, but just held the ball a little bit too long. We took a sack. So now 2nd and 18. We're looking. Freeman shakes off a defender, shakes off 2 more defenders, avoids the sack, actually gains a yard, and more importantly, stays in bounds and runs off the clock. But unfortunately, it's 3rd down. We can't run off the clock all the way. And oh my gosh, I don't know what happened there. I think the receiver knocked it away. I should have tried to user catch it. So bringing up 4th and 17. I go deep. It's picked. But luckily, Cunningham's able to tackle the defender before he can get any yards. So all in all, not the worst pick in the world. It was probably even better than a punt since it ended up inside the 20, so not bad. But remember, Utah is only down by 1, so they can actually win with a field goal. But no, Turner makes up for his drop previously and gets the crucial interception, and that's the end of the game. Wow. So just a heart-pounding game. And we finally beat our nemesis, Utah, as we kneel down to run out the clock. 35-34, it cannot be closer than that. We didn't necessarily play our best, but we stayed resilient this year. We did not let things just completely fall apart after Utah started making their big push, which they did again this year, and we came out on top with the win. So this is definitely a program-defining win. We have never been able to beat Utah, and especially since We came off a very disappointing losing season last year. It's important to start the season with a win, and I can't think of a better way to do that than against a tough opponent, a far superior opponent in Utah. It's also nice to do it at home, but look at these players. They're just celebrating like crazy. And I can feel it. I feel like this is our year now. With our 390 overall players, we have a chance to do really well. Plus, we have BJ Kelly, who's not even one of the 90 overall players, a star transfer prospect from Oregon. Looking at the stats, pretty even for total yards overall. We had 2 interceptions, but Utah had 3. So we won the turnover battle, and staying true to our form, we usually win the game when we win the turnover battle. So Freeman had an okay day. Surprisingly, only 11 completions. He was sacked a lot, but those 11 completions meant a lot. And BJ Kelly just filling in for Maxwell right now and just playing absolutely fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and next week we will be playing Ohio and hope to keep our momentum for this very, very strong start to the season 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.